creepy and they're kooky.
The Addams Family, a beloved television classic, boasts a captivating history brimming with intriguing anecdotes and behind-the-scenes revelations. From its eccentric set designs to the unscripted moments that define its characters, every detail contributes to the show's unique, spooky charm. Highlights include Gomez and Morticia's groundbreaking romance, Lurch's surprising catchphrase, and Uncle Fester's role in child actor regulations, all of which deepen the allure of this mysterious and quirky family. Here are 10 surprising facts that emphasize the lasting legacy of the Addams Family, a show that continues to enchant viewers with its dark humor and macabre appeal. Pioneering representation. Gomez and Morticia Addams were groundbreaking on television as the first married couple to hint at an adult relationship. Their palpable chemistry stood in stark contrast to the typical tame portrayals of couples at the time. Their darkly romantic dynamic suggested a deeper intimacy, yet Gomez was only ever shown kissing Morticia along her arm, especially when she spoke French, which added an intriguing layer to their bond without depicting a traditional kiss. Metamorphosis of Carolyn Jones. Becoming Morticia Addams required an exhaustive transformation for actress Carolyn Jones. Each day on set, she dedicated 2 hours to achieve Morticia's ghostly appearance, sporting heavy eye makeup and pale skin that contributed to her character's eerie elegance. To further perfect Morticia's long, jet-black hair, Jones wore a wig made from real human hair. Despite the demanding preparation, she effortlessly embodied the character with grace. The risks of dapper fashion. John Astin, who portrayed Gomez Addams, was rarely seen without his iconic cigar. To avoid fire hazards and protect his costume, Astin often extinguished his cigars by tucking them into the pockets of his suit, which were lined with asbestos, an unusual precaution that raises health concerns today. Tech-savvy family. The Addams Family was ahead of its time, featuring a home computer before it was common in American households. In the episode, The Addams Family Splurges, the family introduced Wizzo, a UNIVAC computer, which helped determine the cost of a trip to the moon. Wizzo reappeared in the series finale when Gomez, aspiring to run for mayor, utilized the computer to aid his political ambitions. Unlikely color palette. Contrary to the show's macabre vibe, the walls of the Addams Family house were painted a shocking bright pink. This unexpected choice added an element of whimsy to the otherwise dark and eerie atmosphere of the beloved household. With each of these surprising insights, we discover that the Addams Family is more than just a spooky comedy. It is a trailblazing show that has captured the hearts of audiences for generations, blending macabre humor with endearing quirks. You might be surprised to learn that the iconic black and white aesthetic of the Addams Family was meticulously crafted by its set designers. To enhance the contrast on screen, they incorporated vivid splashes of color into the eerie decor of the mansion. This included unexpected hues like reds, yellows, and greens, adding a whimsical touch to the otherwise macabre ambiance. The clever use of color not only emphasized the dramatic elements of the set, but also made each spooky item more defined in the monochrome format. Next, let's talk about the actual Addams Family residence. It was a real mansion located at 21 Chester Place in Los Angeles. The exterior scenes for the beloved series were filmed at this Victorian-style house, which perfectly embodied the show's Gothic aesthetic. To achieve its eerie appearance, the producers made several modifications and employed creative filming techniques, long before the advent of CGI. Sadly, the original mansion was demolished in the late 1960s, shortly after the series concluded, rendering it impossible to visit today. Nevertheless, its haunted legacy continues to thrive thanks to the show's lasting popularity. Another fascinating aspect of the show involves Uncle Fester. Jackie Coogan, the actor who portrayed him, was once a famous child star with Hollywood credits that included a role alongside Charlie Chaplin in The Kid. Unfortunately, Coogan discovered that his parents had squandered nearly all of his earnings, prompting him to advocate for child actors' rights. This advocacy led to the creation of the Coogan Act in 1939, a law designed to protect young performers from exploitation by limiting their working hours and ensuring that a portion of their earnings is securely held in trust until they reach adulthood. Ted Cassidy, who became famous for his portrayal of the towering butler Lurch, also played another memorable character on the show, the disembodied hand known as Thing. Capturing the essence of Thing presented unique challenges, given Cassidy's 6'2" stature. To create the illusion of a separate entity, Cassidy would often lay on a wheeled cart, hidden from the camera's view, while extending his arm through the bottom of a box, allowing only his hand to appear on screen. Interestingly, Thing was credited as itself in the show's end credits. When scenes called for both Lurch and Thing, associate producer Jack Vaughan would occasionally step in as Thing, with a third, unnamed actor also lending a hand. For a bit of fun, Cassidy sometimes switched things up by using his left hand to see if viewers would catch the difference. Iconic moments in the show also sprang from spontaneity. Lurch's memorable catchphrase, often delivered in Ted Cassidy's deep, resonant voice, was originally intended for the character to be mute throughout the series. However, during the pilot's filming, Cassidy improvised the famed phrase, impressing the producers so much that they decided to make it a staple of Lurch's dialogue, further enriching his darkly charming persona. The origins of the Addams Family are rooted in the artistic vision of cartoonist Charles Addams, who started it all with a series of single-panel cartoons published in The New Yorker in 1938. These quirky illustrations depicted the eccentric family long before they became television icons. When the show premiered in the 1960s, producers gave the family names, including their last name, Addams, as an homage to their original creator, Charles Addams. In short, the legacy of the Addams Family